Come here. Got treats. Yeah, they know I'm lying. I didn't fly out here because it's ceilings. The grass is getting tall on the runway. It's making me upset, but everything is so muddy right now. There's really not much I can do about it at the moment. So guess what this video is not? A cylinder failure video. I'm not gonna make a cylinder failure video. That I don't think there's enough interesting content to make it worthwhile, and I have tons of footage I'd have to pour through. I don't really think it'd even be that useful. So all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you a little clip that I did with my dad looking over the cylinder that had failed, and he kind of explains it. It's like a minute long or a couple minutes long, and that's really all there is necessary. There wasn't really that much content to even show, and then we're gonna put that behind us because who cares about the failed cylinder? It's done, it's over, we fixed it. I got an overhauled cylinder. The subject of this video is a lot more fun. I took my best friend from high school, and actually elementary school as well. Took him and his wife flying for the first time ever. They had never been in an airplane, airline, or otherwise. And so that was kind of exciting. Had some technical difficulties. My wing camera, the battery died in like 10 minutes. And I accidentally stopped the recording of my audio for the intercom audio. So it's kind of a shorter video because there just wasn't much to show. But there's a few kind of funny and interesting points. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so this is the cylinder that we had the issue with, and here is the problem. We had a bad valve seat. So my dad is going to explain a little better exactly what all happened and why I lost the cylinder. So,
well, basically, to repair a cylinder, they would weld that in, rebore it, and press in a valve seat. But what happens over time, if you have a problem with that procedure, your valve seat actually comes loose within its bore. And if your engine keeps running, it becomes quite an intermittent problem. You might notice a shudder once in a while, and then all of a sudden it might run for 30 minutes without a problem. But eventually it gets so loose in there that you lose compression, and occasionally when you shut down, the seat will fall out. Hold the valve open, and next time you go to start, you'll be running on 5 cylinders, which will be a no-go. But until that time, you may have a hard time finding out what your issue is.
So the reason ours didn't have a catastrophic failure is because the seat never worked its way out of to where it would lodge up against the valve?
Well, it's not a catastrophic failure. You would just lose one cylinder. I wouldn't say that was catastrophic, although it would be a failure.
But you would notice that immediately, whereas mine wasn't really apparent until I was in flight and it was going a lot faster.
Correct. Yours never came out. I mean, when we tore the cylinder off, it was still in there until we removed the valve and the spring. That did not come out, although we did see that it was rotating just by rotating the valve.
You think because this is the exhaust valve, right?
No, that's the intake.
Okay, so the intake, because it's larger, do you think that would have be more likely to break loose than the smaller one, or would that have any difference?
Well, you would think the exhaust would have more problems. And you can see how loose that is. I mean, it's been vibrating around in there a long time before you notice the problem.
But the cylinder itself is probably still good. It would just have to be re-welded in.
It'd have to go to a cylinder shop, have an approved repair station fix it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty standard for what they do.
So kind of a routine. This has happened to you before in the past, right, where it broke loose? But yours was on the ground.
Yeah, mine, I never knew I had a problem at all until next time I went to start, a couple days after the last flight, and I was running on 5 and 0 compression in the affected cylinder.
Well, there you have it.
Clear front.
Automatically lose the volume because it'll rub against something. So that's how you can kind of have some manual control.
I can wear these on top of these.
I don't know if you can or not. Anybody need glasses?
Ready? Show them how to get out of this thing.
Yeah, I showed him the emergency pin that they pull.
Okay.
That's kind of a safety clip here. You just pull that up, lifts off. Once you pull the pin. My doors are locked. Let's be that way. Oh no, it's a little bit slower. Yeah, that crossway. A little bit of bumps, but not too bad. Yeah, there's a fire over here that the ramp guy wanted us to go look and tell him what it was. Looks like they're probably just burning trash or something. This is Taney Como right here that you're looking down on. Yeah, that was just some kind of wood fire they were doing. Oil pressure, fuel pressure, too good. Oil temp hasn't even come up. So that's C of O. Over there you can see their baseball court, or baseball whatever field, I guess. There's their chapel. Here's Table Rock, and we're Table Rock Dam over off our front of our nose. There's Chateau on the lake, that big castle-looking structure.
why I figured it would. You don't need nearly as much back pressure. But you heard on the landing, that horn is the stall horn, which indicates that we're stalling. When you land, you're supposed to stall it onto the ground, technically, so it's always going to go off if you have a good landing.
Well, you thought we were nuts. Now you know we are.